Yo, what up? The Arena Podcast, DJ Wi-Fi. Good looking on them tunes, you know?
Yeah, we in here, man. We in here. Hope y'all enjoyed the mix. City Frankiano talking to you again. DJ Wi-Fi was over there mixing his ass off tonight. You heard? The man of the hour is here, so Mod Savage. What's good, my brother?
The man who was supposed to be here an hour ago is here.
You know what, man? Sometimes you just gotta
the man of the last hour.
The man of the last hour made it to this hour, you know. Sometimes you gotta chalk it off as better late than never, you heard?
Oh, yeah.
Word up on. But we thank you. We thankful that you're here.
Hey, I appreciate being
It's
here.
good.
You ever seen that interview with Snoop Dogg where he was like, they was complaining about him being late, and he said, "Nah, I was late because I went to go get some fucking chicken wings." You want to do the internet or not? I mean, the interview or not?
Word, like, look,
I'm just thinking like, yo, Snoop could do that. That could never be me, bro.
Yeah, we just gonna be like, damn, Snoop ain't bring me nothing. Like, damn,
Yeah.
he's gonna brought me a wing or two. Word is born. So, we started off the show playing your project, Trust the Weird Kids. Now, the last time you was here, it was all about the gray area. It was right after that dropped, I believe.
Yeah.
He was up here
we
with
just
us. And now, a little under a year later, we here again.
Mm-hmm.
Trust the Weird Kids. So let's talk about it a little bit. First, like, alright, I broke down the track list.
I know this is the part that I couldn't wait for.
That
I know
was-
you really break down everything.
Absolutely. Well, when we was doing the mix,
Mhm.
the actual list,
Mm-hmm.
the list itself, the way you had the tracks, like, what made you go in that direction with it?
So, in an interview about like 3 years ago, an interview with Urban Outfitters at the time I was sponsored by them. They had asked me something like some kind of question like, what kind of advice would you give them, you know? And I said like, trust the weird kid, he's onto something.
Okay.
And and I was thinking of like album names, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna name my album Trust the Weird Kids, and I want the first like opening track to be called Trust the Weird Kids.
Okay.
And I was like, I really like the sound of Trust the Weird Kid. He's on to something. But I'm like, let's make it for everybody. Trust the Weird Kids. They're on to something. But I was like, damn, Trust the Weird Kids. They're on to something. It's a long ass name for an album. So
Right.
I said, screw it. I just have Trust the Weird Kids. They're on to something. Be the second track. I'll just make a track called They're on to something. I was like, all right, cool. That's easy.
Okay.
But then I was like, but wait, I have this song that I wrote called Hands on Me, but I also say don't at the beginning of it, so I can just call it Don't. And I have a song that I recorded about a year and a half ago called Trust. And I'm like, oh shit, maybe I can put Trust the Weird Kids, They Were Under Something, Don't Trust. And originally it was Don't Trust the Normal Kids, They're Afraid Society Won't Accept Them. But I changed it to Don't Trust the Bullies. Because like it's okay to be normal too.
Right,
You know?
right.
As much as I probably want being weird, like us weird kids would be hypocrites to pick on the normal kids. We'd just be reversing spots.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's dope.
Like that,
And
yeah.
Thank you.
hella
Also,
creative.
I noticed that you also have a shirt if people want to support. And on the shirt has all those on there.
Yep.
You know, where can they go if they want to get that shirt?
Just go to SamadSavage.com and click the menu tab and go to merch. It's very, very, very easy to get. You can get a hoodie for $40 or you can get a shirt for I think $25, black or white, you know, however you want to do it.
That's dope and
But
very
if you don't get
direct.
both, if you don't get both, that's it. If you don't get the black one and the white one, you're racist. Just letting you know.
Marketing 101. I like that. Wow, you are a very well-rounded artist.
Thank you.
I must say. You know what I'm saying? You put out good product and you
I
promote
have my
it.
marketing people
to
work
the-
with him marketing
to-
people.
Yo, that was amazing. I love that right there. Like, look, if you don't get the black one and the white one.
I thought I did pretty good, you know, getting the shirt and, you know, my man took it all away.
Wow, you see how you
No,
do that?
You got the touchdown there, boy.
I just thought about that.
All I
just
did was a
now.
little pass. I did the little,
Oh, that
I
was
did the
off
little
of pure
pass, you
energy.
know.
Mhm.
That's what's up. That's what's
That was
up,
dope.
man.
That was dope.
So I want to talk about first. Let's go back to the gray area. How was that doing? Because I see you just posted some good numbers. in
Yeah,
reference to
it
the
just got
gray area.
300,000 streams.
That's amazing.
Man, my most viral video yet got 300,000 plays.
Which
So,
one? Which video was that?
Yeah, it was like a Commons remix that came out like probably about like 5 years ago.
Oh, so that's not from the gray area.
Yeah, nobody knows about that much, but with the gray area doing those numbers, it's like it made me feel like, damn, I achieved what I once did again, and I can continue to go further. So that number there just means a lot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope, man. Your whole catalog is official.
Thank you, my brother.
Just going through there, you know, I'm a heavy shout out to iTunes because they support the Arena podcast.
Mm.
But you know, personally, I do go off a lot of Spotify,
Mm.
and they show hella love to somebody. Said, I'm telling you, man.
Yo, Spotify be showing way more love
Yo.
than Apple Music.
Word
Apple
is
Music
born.
trying to get it right though. They just like dropped the app.
Salute to Apple
Yeah.
Music. Y'all doing a good job. You know, love y'all too. You know, I'm a company man, so.
Oh. Wait, you mind if I ask you a question? Switch it up a little bit.
Oh shit, that's a first.
Wait, switch chairs.
I wanted to ask you.
Listen.
You could keep it real. Like, did you just start listening to the Gray Area? I mean, to Trust the Weird Kids.
No, absolutely
You
not.
didn't listen
I
since?
wasn't listening when it first dropped
Uh-huh.
because it was kind of on top of the gray area.
Yeah.
And I like
yeah.
to listen to the projects
Yeah.
and run them into the ground before I
Yeah.
move on.
Okay.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you've been listening for like
I've
maybe
been
about
in
a
there.
month now, right?
I've been in there. A little.
Alright.
I'll say a little over a month.
Which one is your favorite, the Gray Area or Trust the Weird Kids?
I have to say the gray area.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay.
because every track hit on the
Mhm.
gray area to me.
Mhm.
Now, there's some that's on the you feel me?
Yeah.
So, but they both are very
Wait, you
solid
didn't listen to
projects.
Trust the Weird Kids on Shuffle, did you?
No, I didn't listen on
Okay.
Shuffle.
Oh my gosh, yo, my girl did that after knowing that I did all of this.
Right,
like,
right.
She asked me to listen to it on Shuffle.
It
and I
takes
was-
away.
You going on
Takes
hold.
away.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
listen to that one
Nah,
on Shuffle.
you can't be so Trust the Weird Kids.
Right,
They're
right.
scared.
Right. They'll throw it all up like what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
No, it's nice to know that, man. It's very even. It's very even. Some people say the Gray Area, some people say Trust the Weird Kids. So
Okay.
it makes me feel like, all right, I feel like I progressed because I didn't go too far off.
okay.
Now, if I do the next one, and then like the regular consensus is that people like the Gray Area the most out of all three,
Uh-huh.
then I might be fucking up a little.
Okay,
But,
okay.
Yeah, I got stuff on the way.
I do have to say that They're On to Something
Mhm.
is my favorite track out of both projects.
Mm.
Remember last time you said I was showing heavy praise to 240.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my two favorite songs, 240 and They're On to Something.
Both of those songs are at least writing style wise are inspired by Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
So I find that interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a similarity between those songs.
Now, we had a few guests here that gave shout out to you on the production side. As far as Deja was here, and she
Nice.
said you worked on some, like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
is a lot of the production on your own projects coming from you as well?
Yes. Same as last time, 7 out of 10 tracks. Actually, because the Gray Area was really like 8 out of 10 tracks because I worked with the producer on the on one of the tracks, and then another track I had like my own little part, like interlude kind of part. But on this album, I'm trying to think which tracks. All right, like Trust, completely not produced by me. Only thing I did was like re-engineer it, so I guess it's like kind of production. But everything else I had a major touch in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like I still produce most of the album.
That's solid, man. You knocking out
That's
quality music and still helping other people
Yeah.
put out
Yeah,
quality
yeah.
music
Yeah.
on the
It's
production
crazy.
side, man.
Rap is my dream. I feel like production is my job.
That's what's up, man. You know, I recently, well, not recently, it was a while ago. I don't know if you remember when I reached out to you. It's like, bro, I wish it was just something more I could do to help support the movement because I'm proud of you and I'm rooting for you like heavy, bro.
Honestly, those wishes mean a lot more than you probably would think that they mean to me because some people may look at that and be like, thank you for your wishes, but it's not really changing my situation.
Right,
but
right,
it's like you can send positive energy out there. Your hopes and
Right.
wishes, like, you know,
Right.
God hear everything. So if
Right.
God hear 100 people hoping and wishing that somebody get
Right.
put on,
That's real
you
talk.
might grant that. You know,
That's real
So
talk.
I appreciate that.
No doubt, no
Mhm.
doubt. And I'm always, whenever I feel like I gotta reach out, and that's just to let you know that we are appreciating what you put out.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Just the little things like we listening, we love it, keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, always showing love.
That'll, you know, sometimes you feel discouraged. You might wake up and see a message from somebody, and that make you go. Actually, you might do a whole track that just motivates you in a whole
Just off
different
of that
way. You know what I'm
one, yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Just off a few kind words. Now, I also noticed that you've done hella features in between these two projects.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, you got a whole catalog.
Because I have to stay, I
Features.
gotta stay relevant. Somebody told me that, like, yo, I could be, watering down my features and like by doing them over and over again, but I haven't done one that I'm not proud of.
Word,
You know what I'm
they all
saying?
hit. They all
Yeah,
hit.
so I was definitely trying to be on my J. Cole shit.
Look, just to name a few, I got I seen that headshot video.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. Shout out to Icy.
Too Late.
Too Late, yeah, with Ghost J. That was one
Go.
of
We
my
actually that's the Arena Podcast exclusive. We're gonna
Oh.
play that tonight. Jay, he was here as well a couple weeks ago.
Word.
You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
my
He
brother,
dropped
shout
that
my brother.
Word is born. Talking my shit.
Oh yeah. Yo, I knew I did good on that one when somebody asked me for a feature the other day, and I said, like, what kind of song do you want on there?
They're
And they
talking
go,
about
talking
shit.
about shit. I'm just like, damn, that's not even my song. Like,
Word. And that was a joint that popped up just listening, and Spotify like, you might like this one.
yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right, Spotify. Thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, this is to like all artists and whatnot. Like, we all gotta take care of our families. That little tax there is worth it because it goes with the rest of my numbers when you listen on Spotify.
Word is born. That's real talk. And you helping out the other artists as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I never heard of some of these other artists. I hear you want to travel, and now I'm listening to theirs. You know, and it works another way because they reach out to me and they come sit down
That's
with us.
exactly how they want to
You
work
know,
too.
one hand wash the
And it's
other.
good, you know. You
Both
get
wash
people
the face.
supporting each other, which
Yeah.
is why we started this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To support
Yeah,
people.
I think that stigma of Jersey not supporting Jersey is kind of dead now.
I agree.
It felt like it maybe about like 2-3 years ago, but
Mhm.
like lately the love has been absolutely strong. I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
we've been
because
on
of
something
us.
together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did that.
I'll take a lot of that.
That's 'cause of us.
I'll take a lot of that.
That's because of us.
And plus, I want to
You
say
know.
we started to distinguish the difference between us not wanting to fuck with you and like, is that we don't want to fuck with you or we just really don't like what you putting out?
Yeah,
Work a
get
little
Yeah,
harder.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
this or that, yeah.
Some people can't take it the constructive way. They just feel like ain't nobody fucking with them.
Man,
It's like, you
bro.
really
You always gotta
ain't.
feel them out though, you know, because you don't want to go to the deep end, you know.
I'm just saying, like,
Stop making music.
like
You know,
a
yeah.
billion people could tell me
But
my
like-
shit's trash, and there's still 6 other billion people in the world.
And
So,
see,
Yeah, no, exactly.
is 6 billion really gonna tell you trash?
Yeah.
6 billion ain't
I
gonna tell you
mean,
trash.
I'm hoping that's not gonna happen, but I'm saying my ego definitely be shocked.
How about a fun
It'd be like,
fact?
it'd be like, yeah, you know the end of the song, yeah. You know, oh, wait, no, the end.
Right,
Like, where-
right. Always
when
gotta
you
find
stop,
something.
Yeah, I love that.
Yo.
Do more of that. Do more of that. Look, I'm looking at the Soul video
Mhm.
for the first time today,
Nice.
and I noticed that you had a bunch of likes, thumbs up on YouTube with no thumbs down.
Yo, that always
Oh.
happens until somebody points it out, so I want to blame you.
I'm putting the thumbs down right now.
Yo, that's what I love though. Like,
Just so I can be the first.
it's just never really. I don't have too many haters, and I was talking with somebody I'm not gonna name for the sake of like not trying to put their situation out there. And stuff.
Okay.
But I was talking to them about something that could be lucrative for them, and saying like you might not want to do that because it's gonna definitely make so and so hate you. And he said, why should I care about what they care about? And, and I totally agree. But I was like, look, I'm just at a point in my life where I just don't want to make no more enemies. If I can avoid making another enemy or making somebody hate me, I'm gonna try to avoid it to the best of my abilities.
I agree.
Just because that shit takes a toll on me.
Yeah,
Like energy
that's
definitely
what's up.
transpires.
Right.
Plus, it's different when somebody just doesn't like that song or something.
Mhm.
Whereas suppose they hate you, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But they hate you
Yeah.
to the point where every day they want to do something to you.
Yeah.
like,
try to hurt
let me
your
mess
brand
up
or
his
whatever.
numbers, or
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
put a message on here
I'm
that
gonna dislike all
make-
his shit
yeah,
today.
say what's wrong with this, and every time
Yeah.
you put something out, But
And
then,
it's sad
then
to
here's the
say.
thing, though. The further you climb up the mountain, the harder
More
the wind
people.
blows.
Yeah.
So,
Most definitely.
That's
So in
the
a way, I mean, you have a lot of haters. It's kind of
Yeah,
just
you
to
know,
say,
right,
right?
yeah.
It's not
It's
that
because
bad.
you're going in the right
Right,
direction,
right.
But if I can avoid it,
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree, man. I never seen nobody video with that many views with no thumbs down. Even the
Mhm.
best of songs that's out
Yeah,
there.
got like
You know what I'm
a couple
saying?
thousand on there.
Right.
You know, everybody listening is like, oh.
Just good.
I think it's because of what it stands for. Because the reason, I mean, not the reason, like, the director wanted to shoot a video for that song. Like, I didn't plan on it when I made Trust the Weird Kids.
Okay.
And if you notice, that's the first video off of
Right.
Trust the Weird
The
Kids.
whole project.
So, I remember there being a list, shout out at Intensify Charts. And first of all, I know this dude, I love him.
Mm-hmm.
But when he always does like a worst to best thing on his channel.
Okay, I did peep
Yeah,
that.
and he put "So" as the worst song on the album, which I don't think is a bad thing because everybody has different tastes.
Okay.
But you can't knock what the song stands for.
Right.
Even if you don't like the song,
Right.
if you don't like the video, like if you hate that video or dislike that video or truly dislike that song, like put a dislike there, it just means you also are disliking what it represents, and I don't think anybody doesn't like what
So
it
you
represents.
gotta like it on the strength of what it represents.
Yeah.
And plus the beat give you a nice little two-step.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hate on it. If you could two-step to it,
Yo.
how could you not like it?
It's like Jersey loves that song. Like anybody I talk to
real
who heard my album,
Jersey feel. It's a real Jersey
Yeah,
feel.
it's that same. I swear it's that. His parents had at one point. I don't care who it is. Everybody's parents, or if you're old enough, you had one of them CDs with. Y'all know the house songs. I don't want to get too much. I'm messing around and saying everything.
Definitely a Jersey sound.
Yeah.
Definitely a Jersey sound. And
But,
even feel from the video.
The
too.
chords are actually from Tupac's "I'll Get Around."
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, bet.
I love those chords ever since I heard that song when I was really young, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna sample it, but I'm definitely gonna reprise
So
it.
that's one of yours.
Hmm?
That's one of yours that you made.
What?
The soul beat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn, you nailed that one, man.
Thank you.
What's coming out next? What's the next video?
The next video, I can't say anything about it.
You can't give it a little something.
Wait, is that the name of it? I can't say anything about it.
It's not. The kind of budget that I need to really push out the dreams of what I want for the videos. Like the Soul video, that came out exactly how I mean, Kev with the cam actually envisioned it, but like when I'm hearing a song and whatnot, it doesn't steer off from that vibe visually.
Right. That's true.
So I just want that for every song that I do on the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's next then for Somali Savage? From here, what's the next major goal? You got Trust the Weird Kids. It's making noise. It's growing.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do next to keep your foot on the gas?
All right, so I hope you don't mind me mentioning, but Heritage Hip Hop.
Okay.
You know Karev and them, right?
Yes.
All right. So when they judged my album when they were doing their award show, one of the things that Karev said is like it felt like it dropped too close to the gray area.
Okay.
And that's what kind of like I think he that's what he said he thinks might push people away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. I was gonna drop another album in December. Like
You talk about
yes, this year.
Yeah.
I was going for the 2-for-1, but I realized you got your
I mean, I guess that's okay if it's Christmas songs and stuff.
The snow area.
Nah, but I was gonna do that, but then I realized, you got your, and this is no disrespect to him, but you got your Gucci Manes, and then you got your Kendrick Lamars. You know what I'm saying? Like people who drop 2 or 3 albums a year,
Right.
like E40 does,
Uh-huh.
and then you got those artists who drop every other year, and you appreciate their stuff so much more. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to push, Trust the Weird Kids until the wheels fall off. But
I agree with
there's
that.
definitely
Just promote it.
definitely
I
some
agree.
singles and singles, remixes, features. Y'all, I'm gonna stay in y'all ear.
Yeah, absolutely. Send it through. We'll send it. You know how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I agree with that because especially it's certain artists like yourself that the music is so good you don't want to really give them too much. You like trying to find a balance in there. You know what I'm saying? And right when this one started to die down, then you smack them. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That you kind of dropped on top of the other one. Like myself,
Yeah.
I was still like, oh, gray area is it.
I did. I dropped it literally a day before the year anniversary of the Gray Area.
Okay, see.
I did that because I was like, it'd be cool to drop an album in the same two albums in the same year.
But it is dope. It is dope.
Yeah.
Especially because you good with your marketing and promoting.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And as you see, the gray area is still building.
Yeah,
That's how you reach those 300.
the Gray Area is like I've had talks with publishing and whatnot on potentially taking Trust the Weird Kids down to re-release it, right? And I think I could do that, but I don't think I can do that with the Gray Area because it did good. It did really good for an independent artist.
Yeah, and it's still going, it's still growing. How many videos did you do off of that one?
Not one.
I was like,
OMG and Watch Out. I'm tripping.
OMG came out before it dropped though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Watch Out works.
Yeah.
Watch Out works.
Yeah.
I like Watch Out. And you got a lot of, like I said before, a lot of features in between there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this album I did. I definitely was on my cold shit again. No features.
How is it out there in the clear for you? You gotta be like the Red Man is, like how he is in New York. You come through, it's like, so why it's out here?
Nah, like it's mad regular now. Like, you know, people see me. Like,
well, I guess you always out there.
Yeah, most of the people who like, it's kind of like how Do It All is treated in Newark.
Okay.
You know, it's always, not to compare myself with, that kind of level of greatness. She put in a lot more work and stuff, respect him. But, you see him and you show respect and you show love, you might dap or hug or whatnot.
Right.
Keep it moving because you might see him again, like he around. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been around so much, Montclair only got 30,000 people in it. I believe I met all my fans there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's like dying to meet me.
So okay.
Yeah, but that's why I'm trying to move.
Trying to take over another area. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All of a sudden, the population in Montclair goes down.
Where you moved? Man, this shit whack.
So when you dropped Trust the Weird Kids, there was a vinyl that went with it. How did that go?
It went pretty well. Like, if you're like, are you asking how many out of the 10 did I sell?
Well, no, I just like, how was the feel off of, because that was a power move on your behalf.
Yeah.
I remember you talked to me about it.
It went absolutely fine. I think it made people take me more serious as an artist. They understood that this is all me. Like, this is what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
Forever.
Do you have any left? At least one?
I have, yeah.
All right, bet. I'll be hitting you up.
No, yeah, I'm
We
saying.
might have to do something, you know what I'm saying?
I'm ready to grab
Get one of those things, man. Word is born. They have record players out that's
Y'all
like
split it, you get one
2019.
side of the record, right?
Yeah.
Just cut it in half.
I get it on all the odd months and on the evens. You know what I'm
Was
saying?
that a bar? Did you just say you gonna get it on some odd months?
Oh shit! Yeah, see how you did that right there? Look, I want credit for that one. Just shout me out in the ad-lib. You got that one. Word is born, man. Thank you for coming through here, bro.
I know you got it.
Yo, we could sit here and chop it up all night, man. Like the music, it's just too good. Like, what's your favorite song off the?
Trust the Weird Kids?
Yeah.
I'm in between They're Scared and Society Won't Accept. No, wait. I feel like I'm in between They're Scared, Society Won't Accept, and Be Yourself. The reason I love Be Yourself is because that song was the hardest one to mix, so I'm really proud of it.
Okay.
And the story to me is like one of the dopest stories of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that one. But a reason that I'd say They're Scared is because that's the most technical one for me when it comes to sound, period. Because there's not an instrument on that song.
That's the last track.
No. They're Scared is the track after the Bullies. So and I don't want to hear more bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Gotcha,
That one.
Gotcha.
There's not, and I mean even when the drums come in, there is not one vocal on that song. I mean one instrument on that song that's not my voice. Like beatboxing and all, manipulated stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Like the bass guitar, the guitar, all sounds on my mouth. So like, and I wrote that song.
Different.
And then I wrote that song mostly the first verse about the first verse and the hook about Newark, which is Newark is very near and dear to my heart. So like that's another reason. But They're Scared. I mean not They're Scared. Society Won't Accept. Now that is my most lyrical one. Like as an MC, that's my proudest song I've ever done. Okay. Because I've never heard anybody have 72 rhymes in 32 bars. 72 rhymes. I feel like I definitely broke a world record.
That's like, crazy, bro.
Bro, like I feel like I'm about to be like one of those rappers, but verily prepared to be a rarity with clarity. I merely get care to the inherits of disparity and carry popularity of clearing up the parodies. I'm geared to voluntarily preparing these squares of me, comparing me to hairy sheep, but carefully I'm there. A very in dexterity, primarily in tearing dictionaries. We could fairly be but there's familiarities with me being a pair of millionaires. But listen, here you see them. Like that's just like non-stop. Like it took me like 2 hours to write that verse. And I didn't want to stop rhyming. I didn't want to. You know how sometimes it get hard at some point. You're like, I guess I switch with the flow. I'm like, nah, I want to see this all the way through.
That's bro.
You said 72?
72 rhymes.
It's 32 bars.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's amazing numbers itself.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk. I want to talk about that track. I think it's "Don't."
Yeah.
Is this based on a true story?
Yes. Based on it's a combination of 3 stories that I've heard in my life. Ironically.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say who, but I've had 2 friends who were abused by their significant other. 2 male friends who were abused by their female significant other.
Uh-huh.
And I know somebody who was a cop who beat the brakes off of somebody for beating his wife.
Mm.
But the way I flipped it is, what if the wife was just lying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yo, everybody, I definitely suggest you go listen to
that. Yeah, man.
listen to this whole project. There's so many positive messages in there. You touching a lot of, just like the gray area.
Mm-hmm.
I realize why you call it the gray area. You're touching a lot of sensitive subjects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This one, you was touching this subject as well. It's a little more commercial way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got real deep on the first one, I would say, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But your project is dope.
Wait,
bro.
you saying you feel like Trust the Weird Kids is more commercial?
No, not saying.
I
I'm
mean
saying not saying
I
that
won't
it's
take it
more
back.
commercial.
Yeah.
But your approach, the way you're getting your message out,
You feel
is
like it's more commercial?
Not more commercial, but it's just more easier to understand for someone that's not familiar with your
It
music.
was more straight to the point. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
By the way, I'm not offended. I'm taking
Right.
everything into consideration.
Thank you,
So when
thank
I said like more commercial, I'm not like
Where I was
what?
like,
nah,
damn, no, not more
No,
commercial.
no.
I ain't want you to go to Savage
Nah.
side. We still got some mind.
I appreciate that because I definitely appreciate that criticism because it's like I didn't intend for it to be necessarily commercial, but I intended it to be the exact opposite of the gray area. And I don't mean that like the gray area was like raw and rugged and this one's supposed to be a little more poppy. But I figured if I have like so many different elements of different genres on this project, then it would be extremely far from commercial. It wouldn't fit anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't want it to be able to be like, oh, it's just a hip hop album or it's a pop album. Or, like I feel like it's a lot of different things.
It's definitely a lot of differences between the 2 projects. The gray area had a lot of tracks where like you'll listen to it, it'll play through, and then you're like, hold up, I gotta listen to this again. You know what I'm saying? To really catch what you're saying. To where the Trust the Weird Kids, you like, oh, all right, I'm with you as far as the bars and how you delivering it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
To the point on that.
Word is born, man. Both is definitely strong projects. I cannot say that enough.
Thank you.
Word is born, bro. You got this, man. You got
I'm
this.
thinking mad deeply.
You can tell the music also reflects that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
You
very
know,
much.
these are not simple thoughts. These are complex thoughts with a nice flow. I must say. And your whole style is dope as well. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you very much.
Definitely, like, you could tell you from Jersey, but not really at the same time. You know what I mean?
I feel like Jersey is so different. Like, I feel like everybody in New Jersey is different to the point where you can't really call it when somebody's from Jersey anymore.
Right. You can't just like, oh, that's a Jersey dude.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Compared to like the baggy jean, backward fitted era, you was like, oh, they all Jersey, New York right there.
Yep.
You know, but the styles and everything is getting out there. And the visuals, I seen something with you and Blaze the Rebel. It was like a battle or something y'all did.
Yeah, it was like a Street Fighter theme. Like,
Yeah, that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud of y'all, man. Just keep it up.
Shout out to Blaze, that's some brother.
Because it's not basic. It's good to watch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't just sitting there.
It's good production.
Y'all could have stood there and just rapped it,
Yeah.
but y'all like, nah, let's turn it to a real battle. Like, it's kind of like they about to get physical while they rapping.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, so yeah, they're fighting with the word.
Yeah,
As opposed to
exactly. And it was like,
having
that was,
to throw fists.
right,
You know?
they spitting the bars, but they ain't really matching their lips purposely. Like, it's like
Yeah.
one of the Japanese kung fu
Yeah.
movies, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
shit.
Word, I'm like,
Yeah.
Word is born. And even back from the other project, you and Jay Wonder had a video, I believe it was like all video game looking characters or something like that. You
Oh,
had.
that wasn't even
Yeah,
Jay Wonder's album. That
on
was
Instagram.
that was just my shit. But one of the songs Jay Wonder was on too.
Okay.
And yeah, I figured out how to make 8-bit Like I did that myself.
Right, I can
Oh,
tell
shit,
you doing a lot of that right there at home. As far as the videos that you posting on the gram, that's all you editing them. I'm assuming.
It depends on which ones.
Like I say like some of the verses, not the full videos that you posting, but it's like some of them you just spit the verses, like you and your people out there wilding out.
Oh, yeah, no, that's actually for the most part not me.
Okay.
I edited We Got Rich, which is kind of like a throwaway, but
Okay.
yeah, I edited
dope.
that whole thing. But
You had 2 tracks in one with that one.
yes,
Yeah, that
yes.
was dope. That was dope.
And that second track is not done.
Okay. That was just like a little teaser or something. Keep your foot on the gas, man. Word is born, bro. Y'all got any questions over there? Cause I could just hog the mic talking to this man all night. Joey Stank wasn't here the first time he came.
I'm just soaking it in, man. You know what I'm saying?
Let me switch lanes completely real quick.
Okay.
What is your religious preference?
I'm Muslim.
So, Hoodie, man, I party, I drink a lot. Did you feel any type of disrespect with the way I was dressed the last time we had our interview? Remember I had the whole Santa get up on and everything?
Nah, man.
These things don't dawn on me till after the fact.
Nah,
I'm sitting here dressed completely like Santa.
Where's this going?
And then I'm like,
I definitely did not understand.
I'm like,
You got mad, son.
you remember now though, right? You remember?
I didn't understand. No, I
You
remember
remember
that.
now? I'm completely, and then I'm like,
I just didn't understand what I was doing. I was like,
Nah,
these are things that I
the
have
way
to
that
work
Muslims
on.
are, bro, like there's literally verses I could show you in our book that says like you're not supposed to judge other people or make them feel bad about what they believe in or anything like that. So I almost didn't remember that.
But it's like you saying getting interviewed by Santa. It's like, come on. That's like all I had to do was pull out a
Hey,
ham
as long as you
sandwich.
Nobody
and
really
start
does
fucking that
understand
shit
it,
up.
man.
Like, yo, you want some, bro?
I don't want to
Hey,
spoil it. I don't want to spoil it.
That's all I had to
But
do.
nobody really thought you were Santa.
As long as you're using like a
They knew it
Santa
was
suit
just
and not a
an
Satan
act,
suit,
you know.
whatever.
That'd have been over the line.
Yeah, I'm like, alright, bro.
I didn't try to sell the Christmas tree,
Yeah.
we good.
Yeah.
Now, if you like try to make me dress up as Santa,
Hey, yo, put this on, bro. Put the cameras on,
Put
bro.
this little elf hat on.
Nah, I can't. My beliefs. I can't do it because of my beliefs, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Make that drop for us.
Yo, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
I know. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Like, cut the mics.
Like,
Had to pull me aside for a minute. Yo, man, I gotta think about these things.
You're on the screen, you're like,
Nah, I ain't feeling nothing, no kind of way.
You know what made me think about that? Because after we finished the interview and we started taking pictures, I was like, damn, I ain't seen Merry Christmas not one time. And he was like, with a straight ass face, looking at the camera. He was like, damn, that's crazy that you dress like that. You ever say that shit? I was in my head, like, oh, shit.
No, I wasn't trying to be funny when I said that.
He was like, yo, you dress like that. You ever say that? That's funny. He ain't even laughed, though. He ain't even laughed. You just said LOL. Word is born.
Yo, that's the number one thing I'm afraid of. Is because like my comedy be so dry and I don't be laughing a lot. And I think some people think that I'm like sarcastic or not. I swear I'm not. Bro. I swear.
That's what's up, man. I'm still on the good side, bro.
Oh yeah.
I heard you.
I would not be here.
Word. Makes absolute sense, man. Okay, so before we get out of here, we gotta hit you with this game, man. Real talking now. You ready for it?
no, real quick, wait, before we get out of here, I got you something.
Yeah.
So I want to give it to you. You know, I wasn't able to talk to you, but I guessed.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh shit! For the people who aren't streaming and who are listening, he's on one knee right now with a very. This is dope. Oh yes. Wait, hold up. I want to kind of keep it pretty, but I don't know if I
Nah,
can.
man, rip it, man.
Everybody listening, Gut Check just handed Samad Savage the official.
Ooh,
Gut
yo,
Check prize
you know what?
box.
You know I'm very thankful for this. I needed a gray hoodie.
Ooh.
Wait, is it a hoodie or a crew neck? It's a hoodie.
Hoodie.
Oh, and it got a little black on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to be.
That's all the way official right there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's dope right there,
Thank you
man.
very much.
Yep.
That's that new hoodie brought to you by Gut Check Apparel.
Yes.
I believe there's a holiday sale going on.
There is actually. I'm gonna be posting something
I
soon.
might have to throw this on the story.
You know that Friday's coming up.
Yeah.
It's magnetic. You just close it. And then
Yeah.
close it.
Yeah, nah, it's
There you
sort
go.
of
Yeah.
sort of
Bring the
kind of
podcast listeners
So
get their hands on that Prize box
I know
first
it's
for the low.
Oh, there it is.
I feel like I shouldn't say this is behind the scenes, but like I know you said like you asked me my sweater size, but like for some reason when you pulled out this box, which is it's an amazing box by the way.
The box is 1,000.
when you pulled out this box, I thought that it was sneakers.
Yeah, some retro.
And I was just like, I'm like,
Oh wait, hold on, I got
oh shit, I was like, oh.
we got some good text sneakers.
But that's dope.
That's
Thank you,
official
brother.
right there, man.
Word.
And all the Arena Podcast listeners, y'all get first dibs on that on that discount right there. You heard?
Yeah, hold up. I was
That's
looking on
official.
me. Y'all just go to gutcheckshop.com. I can pick them up right there.
You get yours. Everything that you order comes in a box like this.
I really wish I came with a Trust the Weird Kids hoodie now. I feel like mad, like.
That's all right. Just
That's all right,
just write the address down.
I was plugging it for you. You know what I mean? Make sure
Yeah.
that they know.
Word,
Oh
word.
yeah.
Again,
I said already. I'm putting it
where
on
can
the
they
store.
get those t-shirts one more time?
SamadSavage.com, menu tab.
Yeah, because he's got a video. That he
And when
wants
can
to
you
put
get
out.
that gut check?
He needs that funding.
For sure.
And gut check. Everybody just stop by gutcheckshop.com. You want to shop gut check? Just go to gutcheckshop.com.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. If you want some good advice, hit up Hoodie Frankliano. That's all I got for you. Some good advice and some nice words.
And if you a really bad woman, like really hit him up. Like no.
Yeah, he was talking about my wife. She gonna be.
Yeah, no, I've been looking at your ring the whole time. So that's the purpose of that joke.
Word.
I just wanted to be like, I don't like
You
Samad.
want to get your ass kicked real quick by a little woman just getting on Hoodie Frankliano.
Nah, I know
That's
my
like,
girl.
come clean you up.
Yeah, she been watching my wife work out.
I know my-
She getting them skills
We got
down.
some official
I
fighters.
know my girl not tuned in right now because of what she's doing, which I don't want to get too much insight on, but because I know she ain't hearing this.
Okay.
I literally just picked up a ring today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
All
that shit
right.
was-
Do I need to edit that out?
No. No, you good.
Heard you. Okay.
Because we decided we're gonna record it and then we'll just put it up because we're doing the live stream. It's been glitchy.
Yeah.
If she's gonna find it, it'll be later. Cause like she it happens like every couple of months. She'll just go back and watch all of my interviews on like YouTube and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Alright.
with a-
So
And then be like, why
I'm
didn't you tell
supposed
me about this specific thing?
I'm supposed to like
Oh,
tomorrow.
man.
So.
Yeah.
Oh wait, don't post that. Oh, you're gonna post the whole thing?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I was
Nah,
just,
you should be good. We going to Minnesota this week, so
Okay.
she got too much on her mind. She ain't, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry for keeping somebody from the podcast. I was looking like, yeah, you really gonna try to make sure she don't watch this, huh?
It's all good. Just make sure she watch the playbacks.
Oh yes,
Just make sure you don't let people get
I just
you
playing.
watch your podcast.
No, for sure.
So
I
what's
put it on the
the
story.
plan? You about to pop the question this week?
Nah, probably in like a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Like that.
Good luck and congratulations to you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Word.
That shit was expensive. as
That
fuck. You
film-
want to see it?
Oh shit, yeah.
I don't got it on me. I got it good.
Oh, I was about to say, damn.
No, I'm not what. I just told you it's that expensive. I'm not walking
I
around.
was gonna say that's risky.
Word,
You're
word.
walking around with it.
Oh yeah, she gonna love that, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, it's that rapper shit.
That's what's up.
That's
So
dope.
whenever
No
you
wonder you
do
don't
it,
have the funding for that video.
right.
Yeah,
Family
that's dope.
first, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
of
Just
course.
I gotta make sure my life's together before I can, like the reason I actually wanted, regardless of when I was gonna drop this next album, I wanted to make sure I like lock that down and like get everything in my life situated
That's
Okay.
good.
and like really 100% focus on the music.
Got you.
That's good.
Got you.
That's
And obviously
good.
got a strong support system.
Mhm.
You know,
Good planning.
you weren't married, nobody going against the grain.
Oh no. Although she loves rice.
What's wrong with rice, man? Been eating rice and beans my whole life.
Yep, the second half of mine.
That's right. That's what you get from me.
Word is born. Okay.
Yo, man, when she gonna make me that fish?
Oh man, we gonna talk about that.
Yo, she made this fish one time. What? It was slamming. I'm still talking about it. It's like 2 years later. I'm still talking about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn.
Tell
I
me
might
you
gotta
gotta
try
go
some
into
of this shit.
business, man.
Ridiculous.
I'm trying to get it.
I don't know how you
Come
ain't
on,
big
start
like me,
something.
bro, but I'm saying. That's a good thing, because I'd be twice as big as that.
But you know, fish is good for you. That's why.
I guess.
Even though she frying it
I don't
up.
know. I only had it once.
Word.
Nah, it's cool.
Shout to Pebbles in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yup.
Salute.
That's why when I get out of here, I don't be posting nothing. I'll be in there plating, fork, head with it, making a mess up in there. Oh yeah.
Alright,
Pause.
that's good to
Word. So we're gonna get into our listeners' favorite part of the show. You gotta own it.
Also, the guest's favorite part of the show. Just letting y'all know.
Okay.
Oh, word.
That's shit. That helps us out. Thank you. So it's the listeners and the guest favorite part of the show. Real talk or nah. You know what I'm saying? So right here, for everybody that don't know, I have two statements. One of them is real talk. The other one is nah. Okay. Okay. So the first statement is.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, we need the sound effects.
First statement is air pollution kills more people than smoking. And the second statement is every day we breathe about 10,000 times.
That one.
The second one is true.
Yeah.
That's the 10,000, what you got?
Wait, what was the first one?
It might
Air
be more than
pollution
10,000.
kills more people than smoking.
Well, that's the only thing. Everybody is affected by air pollution, whether they're smoking or not. So, like, I guess that can be a reason of dying, but, like, it doesn't instantly kill people, so I don't know how factual that is. I would have to keep my second opinion.
Okay, which is every day we breathe about 10,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like want to calculate. Is it physically possible to get to 10,000? I'm gonna go with the pollution then. Just
Okay, so before I reveal the answer, I have to say that I personally picked these two facts to use because they are closely related with breathing and air pollution. So real talk or nah, air pollution kills more people than smoking.
Damn.
That's a real
You just gave-
fact. Exactly for what you said.
After you drop that.
that's that air pollution.
I was gonna say, after
Don't
you
be
drop
dying
that
here.
fact, there's gonna be mad people who gonna use that as an excuse to smoke cigarettes, so it won't be true for long.
Oh man, damn, I shouldn't have used that. Well,
The idea was that we need to clean up the environment.
that was the air. I mean the air. That was the idea exactly.
Not
You
to
know
go
what I'm saying?
smoke
Because
those
you know,
cigarettes.
like you said, you already know that cigarettes is doing a toll on people.
Mm-hmm.
So to imagine that there's something else as far as air pollution, I feel like we could all take a part of preventing it.
Right.
Is killing more people
Did they
than
have to
smoking.
mention what areas though? Because I mean, obviously that's not.
No, and then mention
LA.
exactly.
That would be like they probably metropolitan
LA.
high area like that, right?
I would assume so.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, I don't feel like that's true in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, what I'm saying, I think that's a worldwide, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And there was a list of things that cause air pollution. Bad breath was slightly mentioned. So your breath could probably be killing people if your breath is bad.
Literally.
Yeah, like for real.
That part is not
Yo.
too proven. That was not so much of a real talk.
Damn.
But I
Now
just,
his breath kicking so
you know,
hard, he
let's
killed
just convince people to brush their teeth anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, how about
spice the
the
day breath.
breaths then? How much breaths a day?
20,000.
I knew it.
20,000.
It had to be more than 10.
Because you know, they trying to figure me out. When I deal with numbers, that's usually the easiest way to change the fact. Is just play with the
Yeah, I
numbers.
think you just need to make it like completely ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like just something really, not just change the number, just make it completely ridiculous.
I have to
You know?
agree. It's getting
Just to
hard
see.
to
'Cause
pull
changing
these.
the numbers is a little too tight.
I'm telling you, that might have been the last one. Keep it all the way 1,000. It's getting kind of.
I like that.
It's getting
I
kinda-
like that. That's actually why I
it's
come.
cool.
But pulling these facts out, that's kind of interesting. You know, because
No,
I can
that's
sit
okay.
here and read any kind of, you know.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, you need to come out with
I'm
something
running
twisty
out, man.
instead of just changing the numbers. You know what I mean?
Running out.
Like, 55 out of every 1,000 people have 11 toes. You know, just
But that's the numbers. You still just change the numbers.
no. I made that completely up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But it got numbers in it.
it got numbers. You know what I'm saying? You're taking a real fact and just changing the number. I'm just saying, make something like
I'm
completely.
telling you, it's
nuts.
getting hard,
So,
man.
Why don't y'all sign on in and let us know? what
Yeah,
you
give
think?
us some.
Should it
some
just
fun
change the
facts,
numbers or
man.
just something completely nuts?
It sounds like Gut Check about to
How
take
about-
over the Real Talk and Nas.
How
I'm
about
running
all
out. I'll be bidding it.
How about all of the people who are listening? Just go to the to the podcast Instagram page and submit,
Yeah,
you know,
their own facts.
Right.
yes, submit their own two facts, like to put on an episode.
I think
And
that's
then
a
we
great
like,
idea.
That's
This
a great
this
idea.
this real talking out.
But you have to let us know which,
Yeah, now
which is
we throwing
real.
it out,
Don't,
too.
don't
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't
Okay.
submit the
Some
question
random
and don't
shit.
tell us the
All right,
answer.
yeah, that's it.
No.
So all
There you
three of
go.
y'all listeners out there, send y'all real talk.
You heard,
And
Mom?
we'll get y'all on the next show. You heard? Word is born. Okay, so before we get out of here, I want you to
Oh, that was really the last real talking out.
that's not written. That's not real talk or now.
Oh.
That's not real talking now. That would be the last real talking now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm just talking shit.
All right.
Okay.
Mhm.
But before we get out of here tonight, I want you to tell DJ Wi-Fi
Mhm.
what song you want to end the night with. That's off Trust the Weird Kid.
Mhm.
Go ahead, let them know.
Society won't accept. Listen to that second verse. That's where I was talking about the 72 rhymes and 32 bars.
Alright, so we're gonna do it like that. We're gonna close it out. This Hoodie Frankliano talking to you. This is the Arena Podcast. Go ahead, let everybody know where to reach out at before we play this.
You could catch me on anywhere, just at Samad Savage. Look me up on Google. Samad Savage, SAMAD SAVAGE, and make sure y'all go to SamadSavage.com. Once again, that's SAMAD SAVAGE. Peace.
Peace. Same thing for me, you know what I'm saying? Joey Stank on everything. Spotify, YouTube, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Joey Stank. Peace.
Without the whatever the fuck.
Or that too. Hashtag it. It might be there.
Hey, everybody, I want to thank you again for tuning in. I'm Gut Check. You can catch me at Gut Check TV on everything. Once again, we just appreciate everybody listening. The viewership coming from Greece, coming from Canada, coming from Italy. We got some from Italy, Mexico as well, and as well as the U.S. Obviously, we appreciate you. And everybody have a good night. And,
Good shit.
And happy holidays.
Yeah, we out.
Peace.
Yep. Oh, stop eating ramen noodles. Did I go in?
Yep.
I want to make sure they heard that.
Nah, yo. I got this book, man. That whenever I come across people and shit, you know what I mean? You just want to tag it up?
Yeah,
You can just pick a random page.
I draw a penis.